All right, everyone, we will move on now to Kayla Cluff. Kayla, just overall thoughts on the match. Obviously, a difficult task being known player for most of the game, but how do you think the team did tonight?
Yeah, given the circumstances, I think we did good. I mean, I think we can hold our heads high for the situation, and we battled. But I mean, it's obviously disappointing and tough anytime you lose and don't get the result that we wanted. But content with how we battled, I guess.
Alonso, go ahead.
Yeah, I know it's a tough result, but for times it seems like they were 11 versus 11. How much this type of game mentally helped the team for to face different and similar situations to this one right now.
Yeah, I think that was unlike anything we've experienced before. Obviously, we haven't had that situation face us yet this year. Or I think that we tried to do what we could. We obviously dropped back and tried to sit in and attack when the opportunity presented itself, and try to take advantage of situations of the game, whether that's corners, different set pieces. But yeah, it's difficult anytime you go down a player in the third minute or whatever it was.
And it seems like tactically you guys weren't very good because you were playing 4-2-3, sometimes 4-1-3-1, and even 4-4-1. And you guys never give up to score. Is that something that a coach always push you through the game? Like, I know we're down, but I need to score. I'll try to score.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we were trying to manage the game as well as we could, but once we conceded, we had to try to battle back to get back into the game. And subs came on, and we made a couple changes to try and generate more opportunities. And yeah, I mean, we just you do what you can in those situations.
Gonna go to Austin.
Kayla, you obviously played the full 90 minutes. Being down a player and kind of chasing the game for as much as you did, how much does that just take a toll on the mental and the physical side of, especially in the later parts of the game, being able to kind of function?
Yeah, it's physically challenging for sure, but I think that what you said is true. I think it's even more mentally challenging. You have to be more engaged, have to be more creative, try and find different solutions to the situation that you're in, and the game looks different in those environments. And when you're down a man, you're battling a whole nother thing on top of just trying to get the result as it is. So yeah, it's difficult.
Austin, another?
I'm good.
All right, we'll go over to Michael Citro.
Kayla, after being down so long at halftime and managing to get there scoreless, what was Seb's message to the team at the half?
Yeah, I think we were just trying to regroup at half. Because that happened so early on, we were kind of scrambling, but we did really well to get into halftime and keep it tied and not concede in the first half, and we kept it close. And that was what we were trying to do. The remainder of the game is just keep it within reach so that we could keep trying to chase the game and manage the game.
All right, looks like that's all we have for Kayla. Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks, guys.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up with head coach Seb Hines. Seb, just to get us started, overall thoughts on the match tonight. Obviously a difficult task, but how do you think the team did despite the result?
I think everyone could see there was a real togetherness today. Going down a player so early on, you do all the preparation to win a game of football, and then within, I think, 2 or 3 minutes, you down a player. So then you have to be adaptable and you have to adjust. And really challenged our players, obviously defensively. Coming to an environment like this against some of the players of the opponent is difficult. But I'm really proud of the players and how they coped with a lot of difficult moments and their real togetherness. And obviously disappointed with the result, but not too much on the performance.
Alonso, go ahead.
How are you, Coach? I know it's a tough game. It was a tough game, but tactically the team was very good. They were compact within 30 yards, 3 different lines, different formations at time: 4-1-3-1, 4-2-3, 4-4-1. How proud are you of this with this team, even regardless of the result today?
Yeah, and even their courage to still try and play. One way to to stop a team's attack is keeping the ball. I thought there was some really good moments, some real bravery to try and keep the ball in risky situations, certainly in the first half. And then, yeah, real togetherness. You see the forwards doing their work to defend, getting back, being hard to beat. That ultimately, Seattle were very direct, trying to get the ball forward, made our defenders defend long balls and then trying to pick up second balls. And again, from back to front, I thought they did a really terrific job.
Something I want to ask you too also about do you think the way the all-rain plays very direct and they were pressuring like they were 11 versus 11, they never took advantage of the extra player or number. Do you think that also helps to manage a better situation, even though the result was?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all saw a different difference in their behaviours in the second half compared to the first half. They were a lot more aggressive. They have a player extra, so they're allowed to be. But again, showing the courage to try and play, trying to find combinations, whether it's like down the sides or through the middle. And we did create some opportunities. It's defined by small margins. Obviously the sending off is a small margin. We could have maybe capitalized on some opportunities higher up the field as well. Really late on we have a corner kick that on another day we might have scored that. So yeah, there's a lot of positive moments considering the circumstances. But yeah, I mean, we did our best. The players worked extremely hard. I felt unfortunate for Jordan Listro as well because she's worked so hard this week in training. She deserved her opportunity to start. And then you have to make a decision, obviously, with the goalkeeper Anna getting sent off. Someone has to compensate for that. So yeah, I feel for Jordan because she's done well this week and deserved her opportunity.
Well, John, when you made the substitution with Aliwa and also you brought Brianna Martinez, you were looking speed with Aliwa, and then Brianna Martinez, she did outstanding marking Megan Rapinoe. Can you talk about something that you probably saw and you decide to put Brianna Martinez in that moment of the game?
Yeah, I think speed, you have to cover a lot of ground, certainly when you have a player down. So putting Brie there, it was a risk because obviously she's playing against one of the best players in the world in Megan Rapinoe. But I thought she did really, really well. She created a really good opportunity late on in the game. Ali's pace, Laro as well, her determination to press and get on the ball and hold up the ball, win free kicks. I thought that was really helpful. I thought all the subs did a really good job coming on, including Carly as well. She made some big saves that kept us in the game. So yeah, I was pleased with all of them.
Go to Austin.
Seb, I guess talking about Carly, obviously very tough situation to be able to come in the third minute. She was just talking about how her preparations, where she just kind of disassociates and goes out there and plays. How much do you credit that to just her mentality and also just the preparation within the coaching staff and Paul's work within the goalkeepers to be able to prepare her for these moments?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit has to go to Paul because he's working with the goalkeepers day in, day out, and they always have to be ready. Coming into a game 3 minutes in is always going to be difficult, certainly as a goalkeeper. And she handled it really, really well. Some of her distribution, some of her shot stopping, like I said, kept us in the game in pivotal moments. And it just means that everyone has to be ready to come onto the field and put up a performance.
Austin, anymore?
Yeah, you've had back-to-back matches where it's been right there for the taking, and then unfortunate ways have come about to have these results. How do you kind of keep the mentality within the team with 5 games left, making that playoff push? Despite the positives from today, obviously it's another loss.
Yeah, it's a cruel game, right? Going back to last week against San Diego, I thought we were a better team. I think even today, although we were down to 10 players, we showed a lot of heart, a desire, a real togetherness to try and get a result. This is not an easy environment. I've been here, last year as a coach, previous year over in Tacoma, and we've been run over, and I didn't feel like that today. I thought our performance was good. I think again, you take a lot of positives out of it. But we've lost the game, so you have to keep spirits high by defining their moments, making sure that the players are still going in the right direction, making sure there's still this togetherness and we can still believe in ourselves, and highlight the work ethic and the good moments. And if they keep working the way they have been doing, it'll even itself out. We truly believe in that. There's a lot of games yet to play. We still got a couple of games at home, which are going to be important in front of our own fans. And we have to build this momentum again. It's not going to be easy. We've seen it throughout the league that it's not an easy league and no one's going to give you anything. But, if we keep sticking to our style of play, our principles, our identity, it should even itself out.
Michael Citro to wrap things up.
Hey, Seb, you obviously you put a game plan in place. You train the team hard all week for a game like this. You fly across the country, and a couple minutes in, you have the earliest sending off in NWSL history. What goes through your mind as a coach in a moment like that?
It's a great record, that. Yeah, you just got to be adaptable, haven't you? So obviously, like I said about Jordan, it's unfortunate for Jordan because she has worked hard all week and deserved her opportunity. And you have to put a goalkeeper in the net, and yeah, it's tough because there is a lot of planning, preparation going into it. But we focus a lot on our mentality and our attitude, and you could see that today. The mentality to keep the ball out of the net as long as possible, to run, to compete, to challenge, to be threatening. I was pleased with that because we didn't drop our heads. It's very easy to drop your heads and feel like you're against the world in that moment. But there's a real belief every time there was a stoppage. The players were fully believing that they could get themselves back in the game. Fortunately, we fell short, but it's nice to see that and hear that on the sideline, that the players are fully committed to their task, and that's pleasing to hear as a head coach.
Everyone good? All right. Thank you, Seb. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get things started with Carly Nelson, and then we'll have Mikayla Cluff and Seb Hines. Carly, I guess if you want to open up just what it was like for you having to go into the match 2 minutes in and to sort of experience tonight.
Yeah, that's the second string. You're literally never, ever hoping that your first string goes down. But you're always ready when it does happen. Literally saw Anna come out, unlucky, took an unlucky bounce. And that's when everything was like, okay, I'm ready, gotta go. Like, these are the moments we prep for, a little holy shit moment. And then it was like, all right, I don't have time. Like, let's go. But coming in, yeah, it felt good to be back out there after was able to settle into the game.
We're going to start in the room. We'll go with Alonzo.
You have great moments when saving a lot of balls from, especially the offensive, the type of All-Rain has. But what happened in the past? What went through your mind? What did you see? And then the pass and getting intercepted by Rosla.
Yeah, I saw Kylie open in space, and I literally just mishit the ball. That was it. Like, I do that 1,000 times in a week, hitting that ball, and I think just it was unlucky. It was unfortunate. It was execution. I think if it would have made it, it would have been great. But yeah, I think if I could have played through, it would have been okay. But that shit happens, and just gotta move on.
What was a coach indication right after the play, and also you guys have couple breaks because some fouls, but you guys gathered together. What was a coach indication every time you guys got the opportunity to talk?
Just keep going. We got it. Stick together, stick to the game plan, and connect, move on. Like, mistakes happen. Like, that's what soccer is. It's a game of mistakes. Stay together, and we got this. Just keep pushing for it. and that's what we did.
We'll go to Austin David.
Hey, Carly. Obviously not the circumstances you would have wanted, but coming in and making 6 saves, including some big ones in the first half, late. Just walk me through you talked about, staying ready at all times, but coming in and having to go right into it, and just the mentality you have within that moment, being able to come in and make those saves.
Yeah, it's just, for me, like, I just disassociate. Like, it's just, okay, I'm in it. Like, I gotta be in it. I do this every single day. It's no different. Yeah, there's a little bit of nerves, but once you get past the nerves, I think just my motor skills took over. Just being in the mindset, like, ready, focused for literally anything, just locked in. That's really all it was.
One more, Austin.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of the preparation you guys do in training with Paul and the goalkeeping core. How much does that prepare you for these kind of moments, and how much does that entire core of the goalkeepers kind of have your back and help whenever someone is in these moments?
I think Paul's trainings are really good for situations like this. Of course, like, you're never gonna be ready for a game experience until the game experience comes, especially in situations like this. I think that we have a really good relationship as a keeper unit, and it's competitive, and we push each other to that point and encourage. It's healthy, and we're ready for literally anything and have each other's backs. And I think that's why we're able to do what we do.
We'll go to Michael Citro.
Hey, Carly, thanks for your time. Just curious, as a player, how do you look back on a game like that? Do you take it as a positive that you're down 87 minutes and you had a chance to at least get a point there late with a couple of chances, or are you feeling the disappointment of making the trip and not reaching your objectives?
I think a little bit of both. Like, I mean, I'm a player that's disappointed. Like, I want to win. Like, I don't show up to these games. I don't play the sport just to, not come with the result. And at the same time, I think there's a lot of learning and growing opportunities. And, the circumstances, we were playing with 10 players, and like, we fought hard. I'm disappointed. Definitely. I know the team is. We want to win, and we're going to look back on this and learn and grow.
All right, we're gonna wrap up there. Carly's got a flight to catch. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, y'all.